What is up, a right hand fam? Sunday morning. What's the date? The 29th. Just got through Thanksgiving back home. Thankful to be back home. It was nice to see my parents, I guess, but it was kind of tough. So, and I woke up this morning. I did the first, uh, what I saw was 10:33, because my clock was actually backwards, so or an hour, and it set an hour back. So I woke up exactly 10:33 to that clock, and I just want to go and see what 10:33 is about. If you've been seeing 10:33, this is kind of what I do. If you're new to the channel, this is how we do it. So you see the number, maybe it's a repetitive number that you've seen a lot. I always go to the Bible app, type in 1033, whatever number you're looking for. Then we go to Bible, and then we just start reading. And whatever jumps out at you, just kind of go in it, and then go into that verse and that chapter, and read about it, because I think that's how God talks to us, through numbers, or at least I think that's how He's talking to me, because it's just been so much lately. So this is what I've been doing. So here we go. We got Isaiah 10:33. Behold, the Lord Jehovah of hosts will lop the boughs with terror, and the high of stature shall be hewn down, and the lofty. Then you got Matthew 10:33. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father who is in heaven. Mark 10:33, saying, Behold, we go up to Jerusalem, and the Son of Man shall be delivered unto the chief priests and the scribes. Luke, but a certain Samaritan, as he journeyed, came where he was, and when he saw him, he was moved with compassion. Just keep going through. Even as I also, there's 1 Corinthians 10:33, even as I also please all men in all things, not seeking my own profit, but the profit of the many, that they may be saved. That kind of sticks out, because, I had some issues with my father this weekend, and, he used to be a conservative guy, and, taught Bible study in Sunday school and stuff, and it was when I was younger, but he taught my brother a lot of Bible study and stuff, but in his age group, but I didn't really come to God till later. My brother's 7 years older, so but just he's totally turned, and I'm not promoting any candidate or anything, but I am fairly against the overreaction of COVID. I just think shutting down the economy this way is just not the right way to do it. I do think it's terrible that people are getting sick. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's bad, but I just don't think shutting down the economy is going to make anything better. It's just going to make sick people and sick poor people, in my opinion. So, he had said something that really upset me. That was said, what did he say? Something like, I told him, I said, I don't think I will be taking the vaccine. And he said, wow, that's wild. I'm going to be, he said, if Fauci takes it, I'll take it. And I was like, what, Dad? What are, you don't even know who this guy is. He's just a dude on TV. And if you really read up on him, why do you, there's a blind trust to this screen, that he's so glued to, and he goes to sleep to the news every night. And I wouldn't care if it was Trump, and he said, I would take it if Trump took it. It's just, you're not thinking for yourself. And I don't, I kind of had a breakdown, and it just, I know I'm not supposed to judge, but he's my father, and I want the best for him. And I'm just, I'm the youngest, and I'm the baby in the family, and I'm always gonna be that. So, and no one ever listens to me, y'all, and it's frustrating. So, I think, let's say the one that did stick out to me was where'd it go? I think even as I also please all men in all things, not seeking my own profit, but the profit of many, that they may be saved. Um, Behold, the Lord Jehovah of hosts will lop the boughs with terror, and the high of stature shall be hewn down, and the lofty. Um, let's go to this one first and see if that's what God's talking to me about. Okay, so then we'll go here. Even as I also please all men in all things, not seeking my own profit, but the profit of the many, that they may be saved. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do, save my dad and from getting tagged with some type of vaccine. And just I don't know. Whether therefore ye eat or drink or whatever ye do, all the glory of God give no occasion of stumbling, either the Jews or the Greeks. Conscience, I say to none, but the others from my liberty. And I usually read them backwards, That's just kind of what I do. You can go to the top, but I've just been skimming for God's message to me, and it jumps out at you. All things are lawful, but not all things are expedient. All things are lawful, but not all things are edify. Let no man seek his own, but each his neighbor's good. And then here it kind of. So, maybe this is kind of like, wherefore, my beloved, flee from idolatry. I speak as to wise men. Judge ye what I say. The cup of blessing which we bless, is it not a communion of the blood of Christ? The bread which we break, is it not a communion of the body of Christ? Seeing that we who are many are one bread, one body, for we all partake of the one bread. Behold, Israel after the flesh. Have not they that eat the sacrifices communion at the altar with the altar? What say I then, that a thing sacrificed to idols is anything, or that an idol is anything? But I say that these things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to demons and not to God. And I would not that ye should have communion with demons. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of demons. Ye cannot partake of the table of the Lord and the table of demons. Or do we provoke the Lord to jealousy? Are we stronger than he? See, that kind of sticks out to me. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go, we're at 1 Corinthians 10, so let's really break down this verse, y'all. Brave browser, highly recommend Brave browser. First Corinthians 10, Strong's Concordance. And then you always go to godrules.net. It's just so much easier to read and just easier to go through. So Um, then we'll go and find the verse. What was it? I think I'm wearing the ASV over here. So the 19 is what we're looking for. Alright. Okay. What say I then? That the idol is anything. Okay, let's check out what the word idol means. And this is also just helps us get, just a better understanding when you just are reading it. You know, when you see that word idol, that it can mean different things, and you can just get a three-dimensional look at what's going on. So, an image, likeness, whatever represents the form of an object, either real or imaginary, used of the shades of the departed, apparitions, specters, phantoms of the mind. That's interesting. So, like ghosts, shadow people, but phantoms of the mind. Hmm. The image of a heathen god, obviously, and false god. Um, by implication, a heathen god or plural, a worship of such idol. And let's click around. Godlike, one, mighty men, men of rank, mighty heroes, mighty things in nature. So go back and just read it again. Behold, where'd it go? What say I then that the idol is anything? It's such a hard verse to understand. So what say I then that the idol is anything, or that which is offered in sacrifice to idols is anything. What is this anything it talks about? Like what? Alright, 5100. It's so confusing sometimes. But I love it. I mean, I really do just thoroughly enjoy it. uh, alright, tis is the word. And it and a clitic, indefinite pronoun, some or any person or object or thing, certain, divers, man, one, ought, partly, some, thing, whatsoever, a certain one, some, sometime, a while. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not getting anything from that. Alright. What say I then? What say I? I just want to check out then real quick. Apparently a primary word, certainly, accordingly, likewise then, therefore, verily, then, therefore, accordingly, consequently, these things being so. So I think, consequently might fit well there. What say I then? What say I consequently? That the idol is anything, again, or that which is offered in sacrifice to idols. Alright, 1494. That which is offered in sacrifice to idols. And the presumed derivative of 2380, image sacrifice, meat, offered in sacrifice, sacrifice to idols, flesh. It was either eaten or sold sold by the poor and the miserly in the market. Here's another one. An image, likeness, whatever represents the form, object, either real or imaginary, used to be the shades, departed. Oh, yeah, we've been there. Okay. See, now we're getting the hang of it. We remember these words, and we know how to read it. Or at least I think we're learning how to read it. So it's a question. Like, alright, what say I then? That the idol is anything, or that which is offered in sacrifice to idols is anything. I hate when it does that. It's the same. But it's, but I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils and not to God. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils. So honestly, the KJV just makes it a lot more sense. But let's go ahead and just look at, is it the same sacrifice up there? Sacrifice 2076. See, it's the different word sacrifice. So that's always interesting. To rush, to sacrifice, emulate, to slay, kill, paschal lamb, slaughter, Gentiles, slaughter. Slaughter to devils. What does devils mean? Divine power, deity, divinity, a spirit, inferior to gods but superior to men, evil spirits, messengers, ministers of the devil, demonic being, by extension, a deity, devil, god. God of fortune, a Babylonian deity. A demon, malignant devil. Shaggy, Higo, analogy of fawn, devil. As a sacrificial animal, satyr may refer to demon-possessed goat. Sorry guys, we're just not getting a whole lot here. Not anything's too cool. Sometimes you're just not gonna get it. I'm not really hitting it. This is just gonna be a lesson and not getting it. So let's go back and go back to the search. Do 1033. What was the other one? Yeah, behold the Lord, because that's kind of what I was worried about. Was my dad's salvation. That kind of pops out. Behold, the Lord Jehovah of hosts will loft the boughs with terror, and the high stature shall be hewn down, and the lofty. That's Isaiah 10:33. Oh, it's already highlighted. Okay, sweet. And he will cut down the thickets of the forest with iron, and Lebanon shall fall by a mighty one. Ooh, and Lebanon just got really smoked recently. Okay. So go, what is it? Isaiah 10. Alright, 10:33. Behold the Lord of hosts. I got Lord twice there, spelled differently, and has two different definitions right there. Behold the Lord. Lord. So this is the first one. Behold the Lord. Divine power, deity, divinity, a spirit, being inferior to God, superior to men, evil spirit, or the messengers and ministers of the devil. So this is like a demonic kind of Lord. That's done here. This is interesting. It's Dahimanion. Dahimanion. So that's demon. Am I in the right thing? No. Okay, so this is it. Right? Yeah, almost positive. That was too much. 113. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay. Firm, strong Lord Master. From an unused root, meaning to rule, sovereign rule, controller, Lord Master, owner, compare names to Dani. So I mean, it can go lots of different ways, but it looks like most of them, are just lords, not the actual, God. My Lord, and God. It's in there. Lord of Lords, probably thy husband Yahweh, my Lord, Master. And then I mean, hey, let's click around a little bit. Chief ruler, magistrate. Um, Kuros, supremacy, supreme authority, controller by implication, master. So, I mean, I'm thinking that's not God, but the Lord of the land. Behold the Lord of the land, the Lord of hosts shall lop. So this Lord, origin from 1961, a self-existent or eternal Jehovah, Jewish nation, national name of which God Jehovah. So this is talking about God. So I mean, what it's saying is, Lord, the Lord of the land is gonna get lopped by God. Yeah, that's Jehovah. So Jehovah is H3068, exalted one. That's a good one to remember. Behold the Lord of hosts. Hosts, especially organized for war. So yeah, that's us. We're the hosts. That which goes forth, army, war, warfare, sun, the moon, and the stars. Interesting. Of whole creation, war, warfare, service, go out to war, service. Hmm. Company soldiers waiting upon war, literally and figuratively. Appointed time. Behold the Lord of hosts shall lop the bow with terror. Lop, divide up, this branch to cut. So he's going to divide. God is going to divide the leaders. He's going to divide the leaders' branches. So it looks like he's going to split up. I guess maybe the branches of an army. Um, that's kind of what I'm kind of getting at it, instead of, not being so literal. Um, a measure, the name of utensil known as amphora, which is species measure used for liquids. I don't know about that one, but so I'm thinking. So behold, the Lord of hosts shall split up your armies with terror. Divide your armies with terror. Awful, shock, crash, terror. It's pretty easy. Violence. He's going to split up the leader's armies with violence, and the high ones of stature shall be hewn down. And the high ones, 73:11. Didn't we just see that? Yeah, that wasn't it. Primitive root, to be high, actively, or raise, literally and figuratively, bring, exalt, extol, to give, go up, haughty, heave, rise, rise up, be exalted, be high, set on high, lift up, exalt, to be taken off, abolish, to lift off, contribute, offer, contribute, to raise. The high ones. And the high ones of stature. High of ones of height. He's going to raise up the people that are already raised up. And the high ones that are already high, the highest of the high, I guess, with terror. And the high ones, like the top of the top, shall be hewn down. And what is hewn? I never heard that word before. To cut, hew, to be chopped. Okay. Cut off. Usually with a tree. Okay. Hewn down. And the haughty, high exalted, high tall. There's lots of words for high and exalted. Elevated, powerful. Shall be humbled. Hmm. To depress or sink. Humiliate. Intransitive. Transitive. To become low, sink, be humbled, be abased. To become low, to lay low. Humiliate, to set in a lower place, show abasement, to make low, sit down. Alright, let's just try and read that again. Behold the leader the behold, the leader, Jehovah, shall cut in half and divide their branches with terror, violence, and what I'm thinking is, the generals and the leaders shall be brought down. Was it? Oh, I was seeing again. And generals shall be chopped down. So they're going to bring down the generals, and the haughty shall be humbled. And high and exalted shall be humbled. So the super high ones are going to be taken care of. I mean, they're going down, and then I guess the ones in the middle are just going to be humbled. Seems a little bit nicer. So the higher you are, the farther you fall. The bigger you are, the harder you fall. He shall cut down the thickets of the forest with iron, and Lebanon shall fall by a mighty one. What is 117? By a mighty one. An adir, figuratively powerful, excellent, famous, glorious, godly, lordly, mighty, of waters of the sea. That's interesting because that's kind of what happened. Remember the bomb in Lebanon was right next to the water? Great one, noble. That's interesting. See, that's the kind of stuff you get. I mean, and that just happened. Lebanon, kings, nations, guns, of waters of sea. So let's go back and try and read it that way. And he shall cut down the thickets of the forest with iron, and Lebanon shall fall by the sea. See what forest is. Forest is from an unused root, probably means thickened vineyard, copse of bushes, hence forests, hence honey in the comb, forest with thickets. I don't know. Well, came across that. It's pretty interesting. I might go into it if y'all want to go into a little bit more. Feel free to. I think there's something interesting going on with the Lebanon and by the sea. We might be able to look a little more into that. Sorry, this one was kind of a dud. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a rough weekend. So God bless you all, and thanks for listening. If you made it all the way through, if you didn't, I don't blame you. I'll talk to you soon.